What is good, YouTube? My name is George. Welcome to another quarantine video. Anyways, I've owned a lot of skate shoes in my career as a skateboarder. I've been skating since I was 8 years old, and I thought it would be a cool idea to kind of rank all of... I feel like with the quarantine hair, you either go all in, just growing everything out, or you get a buzz cut. And I don't think I'm into the buzz cut. I'm way too scared. Take two. I've owned many pairs of skate shoes in my day, and I thought it would be a fun idea to go through all of them and actually rank them. Plus, one of you even suggested this idea in the comments of my latest video, so I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. So technically I'm not going to be ranking every single skate shoe I've owned because I've been skating since I was 8 years old. I've had countless numbers of skate shoes. I can't even remember them all. You know, I was rocking those 𝓤𝓄s with the big fat sideways E. I even had 𝓅𝒶𝓈𝓈𝒾𝑜𝓃 shoes apparently. Still confused how that's even possible. Was 𝓅𝒶𝓈𝓈𝒾𝑜𝓃 making shoes? Can somebody explain this to me? But I did make a list of over 20 pairs of skate shoes that I actually remember, and we're going to go through every single one and rank them from worst to best. But before we nerd out about these skate shoes, you guys already know I'm trying to catch a Flatground session at the volleyball court. I got the freshie that I set up in my last video. Super stoked to get some moves on it. But even before we head outside, I gotta tell you about the sponsor of this video, one of my favorite brands, Skillshare. So if you're finding yourself with extra time during the quarantine and you want to use it to hone a skill you've been working on, or just learn something totally new and explore your curiosity, I highly recommend checking out Skillshare, which is an online learning community with millions of members and thousands of top quality classes ranging in all sorts of creative, entrepreneurial, and technical skills. You guys already know I took a class that gave me a huge head start with my podcast. And just as one more example, they have two phenomenal classes for anybody looking to start a YouTube channel. One of them is called YouTube Success, Build an Authentic Channel That's Worth the Follow, and the other one is called Storytelling Through Film, How to Create Engaging Videos for YouTube. I really encourage you to browse the catalog. I'm sure there is a class that you're going to be excited to explore. Plus, for sponsoring this video, Skillshare is offering the first 1,000 of my viewers who click the link at the top of the description a free 2-month trial of Skillshare Premium, which gives you access to their entire catalog of classes. After the trial, if you want to keep learning new things, it comes out to less than $10 a month for an annual membership, which I think is a phenomenal value. So click the link at the top of my description if you want to sign up for Skillshare. And now let's get this session. You already know I'm out here at the courts. We're gonna get some flat ground progression. Just been so excited to learn new flat ground tricks lately. Gonna start with some warm-ups, and then I got a new one to show you guys. Well, the main goal is a blizzard, a nice looking blizzard.
Did I blizzard with you?
Yeah, dude, I was hoping you would.
Oh, you're already can't do it. Do you think I came here to play games, George?
Woo! Yo, George is a kook. Good energy on the flat ground sesh right now. We got everybody trying tricks. We got a few blizzard flips being thrown around. That's my goal right now. Try to get a blizzard flip that doesn't look ugly. See what we can do.
Are you saying mine look ugly?
I'm not saying anything about yours, Danny.
You call me ugly? Josh is not ugly. I got you, Josh.
No, I'm trying to rebrand myself as ugly.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we got so many beauty channels. How many ugly channels are there out there? Just mine.
Josh! Josh and Katz in the mix.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Hey, you know, it could have been a little steezier, but I think we could call that a blizzard flip. I'd call that progress. Pretty stoked to be continually learning new flat ground tricks. So fun. So I'm trying to progress in another way right now by getting a little bit better at that low angle filming, which I currently suck at. And honestly, it's a lot of fun. Danny switch tray. And he buckled. Yeah, Josh. All right, let's get it cracking and rank these skate shoes. So I've ordered them to the best of my memory in chronological order. So it's gonna go from A all the way down to F. So first up, we got the Vans 𝓁𝒂𝓃𝑜𝓃. I was rocking these way back in the day when I was a kid. And I think my trays started coming around the best they ever have while I was wearing the 𝓁𝒂𝓃𝑜𝓃s. So these shoes definitely had a profound mental energy with me. They really enhanced my skating just because I liked how they looked and felt so much. But thinking back to it, it's a pretty standard basic shoe. They're super thin, really nothing special to it. Since they had that magical tray flip energy, I'm going to put them in B. No, let's put them in C. They're just such a basic shoe, you know, which sometimes is all you need. Next up, we got the Nike Zoom Tray SB. What a crazy name for a skate shoe, and what a crazy skate shoe. This is probably the most memorable shoe that I had in childhood. The toe cap is literally made of these like rubber ridges, which is such an odd concept. They did eventually wear down and rip. Nothing too special, but for whatever reason, when I was probably like 12, all of my friends were so stoked on these. Like, we all had them. We loved them. We were obsessed with them. And it almost looks like an athletic shoe. Super unique. I'm honestly gonna put them in B just because they have that unique factor. Yeah, that was a sick shoe. Honestly, I think Nike should bring them back. You know how those big puffy shoes are making a comeback? I feel like the Nike Zoom Tray would do well nowadays. I might cop them. That'd be interesting. And I didn't realize we were gonna be taking a trip down memory lane. I miss those skate shoes. So next up, we got the Nike SB Costin 1s. And I had these Nike SB Costins in this neon green swoosh colorway. I remember really liking this skate shoe. It's almost got the look of the Nike SB Blazer with the big fat Nike swoosh, and everything else is super simple. I remember it was a very compact, slim shoe, and the toe area was like pointy. And I really love when the toe area of a shoe is pointy because I feel like that gives you a nice precise flick. And yeah, I remember feeling well supported in this shoe. Freaking solid shoe. I think I'm gonna give it a B. Next up, we got the Nike SB Team Edition, and I do like the simplistic design of this shoe, but overall not memorable, average skate shoe, nothing special about it. And this is the kind of shoe where I just didn't really vibe with the construction. The skate shoe felt cheap. The outer layers of this one are super thin, which can be good if you're looking for a skate shoe with a lot of board feel, but I remember as they broke in, they just got like floppy. So I think I'm gonna give this shoe a D. Really not a great skate shoe, which is so interesting because you go to the Nike SB Stefan Janoski skate shoe, which is a phenomenal skate shoe. I think this is probably one of the most popular skate shoes of all time, and I would specifically get a new pair of Nike SB Janoskis to go to Woodward because I just loved those shoes. I'm pretty sure I had like 4 or 5 separate pairs of Janoskis. I even think I had the Velcro ones one time, and I just felt super sick in these shoes. They've got that signature double stitching over the toe. Very slim shoe, but contrary to the Nike SB Team Edition, these ones are precise. They feel super good. I freaking love these skate shoes. Is this an A? I think I'm gonna slide it in the B category just because it's not really my style nowadays, but I think if you would have asked me back when I was wearing them, I definitely would have given them an A. So started college with the Vans Gilbert Crockett shoes. I remember I felt super sick in that Vans swoosh. What do you call that? It's the Nike swoosh, but is it the Vans wave? I do remember this pair of shoes gave me some pretty gnarly blisters during that break-in period, but overall I felt sick in these shoes, super stylish. While I was stoked on them at the time, looking back on it, I think that white white swoosh is just a little bit in your face, just a little bit too noticeable. These are like leaning towards slim board feel shoes, but they do have a bit of gushiness around the foot. I think I'm gonna slide these in C. That feels good. Next up, we got the 𝓅𝒃𝓐𝓄 slip-ons, and I think this is the first all black skate shoe I've had. What I remember the most about the 𝓅𝒃𝓐𝓄s is that they felt like socks. They are so slim that when your board smacks your foot, it's literally smacking your foot and it hurts. But as I recall, my tricks worked really well with them. I think I kickflipped this 5-stair that I was super stoked on. I had a nice amount of control, but I feel like they're just too slim to be a skate shoe that I would buy again. I think I'm gonna have to plop them in the C. They're definitely not shit. They certainly get the job done for a skate shoe. Oh, I didn't even think about the fact that I can rank them within the categories. Oh, interesting. Actually, I like the B category as it is. That feels right. The C category, I'm definitely going to put the 𝓅𝒃𝓐𝓄s on top. The 𝓅𝒃𝓐𝓄s are going to go to the bottom. And yeah, the 𝓅𝒃𝓐𝓄s, that's like the C skate shoe. That's got to go right in the middle. It's like, I am a skate shoe. All right, next up, we got the Vans Era Pros. And I had these in a nice mustard color. Interesting how the Era Pro pulls off that Vans look. Like you can tell it's a Vans skate shoe without there being a Vans logo at all. When I think about these skate shoes, one particular Flatground session comes to mind where I was just busting out all these Flatground tricks, feeling so precise, and I was feeling myself in these. These shoes are sick. I think I'm gonna have to give these a B. Low B. It's like barely above C. It's so funny to think about like what makes a good skate shoe, because in a sense it's like all about a feeling, and to try to put that feeling into concrete words is like interesting. Next, we have the Converse Cons CTAs Pro. I don't even know if that's how you properly say the name. CTAS. Anyways, I did not like this skate shoe, and it's partially my fault. I ordered these online in my normal shoe size, which is 10.5. But turns out with Converse, you need to go like a full size down. Like I'm pretty sure I'm either a 9 or a 9.5 in Converse. I had heard that Cons run big, so I actually ordered a 10, but I literally felt like a clown in these shoes. And even when I watched the clips, my feet looked too big, so I had no control, and I really had a terrible experience with these shoes. I just didn't vibe with the toe cap construction at all. My foot would slip off and it wouldn't flick when I was trying to flick. Super weird. Happens often. Ooh, are these an F? See, I feel like I can't give them an F because it's kind of my fault for getting the wrong size. So I'm gonna give them like a D-. Sorry, Cons. Next up, we got my second pair of slip-on skate shoes, and these are the Vans Slip-On Pros. So you gotta try these at some point in your life, and I was pleasantly surprised with these skate shoes. Far superior to the 𝓅𝒃𝓐𝓄. For whatever reason, they just feel more like a skate shoe. Like the construction is proper. Fantastic board feel and control. The sole on the bottom is still really solid though. I mean, it's not going to do great on impact, but yeah, you really feel like you're rocking a skate shoe in these things. They're tight on your foot. They really don't loosen up until you actually end up ripping that elastic band, which takes a very long time. It took upwards of a month or two, which is how long skate shoes last anyway, and I felt great in these. I think for now I'm going to plop these in the high C category. Better than the 𝓅𝒃𝓐𝓄s though? No, I think I would buy the 𝓅𝒃𝓐𝓄s again before the slip-ons. I feel good about this. Next up, we got the Vans Style 112s, and man, I freaking love this skate shoe back in the day. Great balance between board feel and protection. My favorite part about these skate shoes is just that little toe cap. Makes the shoes last just a little bit longer. I've had them in canvas and suede. I enjoyed the flick on both. When I think about the Style 112, it feels like a shoe that's close to my heart. Like I really bonded with this shoe. I love this shoe. So I ended up at Woodward with the Vans Style 112s, and I was feeling myself in these. Sent a tray flip down the 8-stair, landed hard on my front heel, and got a crazy ass heel bruise. And at the time, I blamed it on the Vans, but that's pretty naive. I mean, you can get a heel bruise down a gap with any pair of shoes. When your foot smacks on the ground, for whatever reason, I don't think the Vans are great at dissipating that impact, but it's so hard to say if it's just that one experience that's biasing this. I will say this shoe is easily at the top of the B category, but it feels wrong in my heart to leave it in the B category, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in the A category. All right, next we got the 𝓅𝒃𝓐𝓄. So I was feeling freaky, picked up a pair of leather skate shoes, and don't do it. Don't buy a pair of leather skate shoes. Never got used to it. I never figured out my tricks with these skate shoes. Plus, the construction wasn't great. They irritated my feet. The panels feel kind of cheap and floppy. The only reason I'm not gonna give these an F is because they do look kind of sick though. After I gave up on skating the 𝓅𝒃𝓐𝓄s, I would wear them to like fancy events or going out at night to bars. So it really did accomplish a purpose purpose in my life. So for that, I'm going to give them a D. Definitely better than the cons though. Are the cons an F? Yeah, the cons are an F. The flick sucked so bad. Next up, Vans Kyle Walker Pro. So definitely the poofiest Vans skate shoe that I've experienced personally. However, I think they were a bit too poofy for my liking. Like when you stick your foot in and you feel like you're just wearing a pillow. And I actually really don't like that feeling because I think it takes away a lot from your control. But aside from that, they were all around a solid shoe, so I think I'm gonna have to stick them in the C category, probably right below the Crockett's. Moving it right along, we got the Adidas Match Courts, another popular toe cap skate shoe. I'm immediately getting C vibes from this shoe. I remember I was surprised by how long it lasted considering it was a slim shoe. Aside from that, I don't remember feeling particularly sick in these shoes. I was just kind of wearing them and they got the job done, so definitely a C. I definitely get them over the 𝓅𝒐𝓈𝓈𝒾𝑜𝓃s, but I would definitely rather ride the 𝓂𝒐𝓈𝓆𝑜s, so we're gonna pop the Match Courts right there. And then we got the Vans Andrew Allen Pro. So I had these in white and it is literally just the slip-on Pro with a toe cap. But you'd be surprised how such a minimal design difference can really increase your confidence and style when you're wearing the shoes. I love these shoes. So we're gonna pop these in the C right above the Vans slip-on Pros. Actually, as a matter of fact, I'd definitely rather get these again than the Kyle Walkers, so we're gonna put them there. Okay, so the Adidas Superstars. If you guys have been riding with me, you know I had several pairs of the Adidas Superstars. I love this skate shoe. My feet felt really good in these skate shoes and they felt really good after I took my shoes off after the session. It felt like my feet took no damage or impact. I love the big blue cushy insole in these shoes. They do a fantastic job of absorbing impact, but it's a trade-off. You don't get much board feel with these shoes. It does mess a little bit with like my mind-body board connection. And I'm not the biggest fan of the shell toe cap. I think it's a little bit annoying. I did really enjoy the Adidas Crooked collab, which was a white and light blue skate shoe. Honestly, I don't know what I was thinking getting these pink ones. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this right at the top of the B category. So I was feeling a little bit freaky with my next purchase and I picked up the Clearweather Walter skate shoes, which have the most insane toe cap I've ever seen. And I just want to apologize to anybody at Clearweather who's watching this, but these are probably the worst skate shoes I've ever skated. Dang, I'm not trying to burn any bridges. My feet were very, very unhappy. I remember I was actually skating a bowl at the 𝓅𝒂𝓃𝓚 skate park, and when I would run down the bowl, I would get severe impact in my heels, which I feel like usually a normal skate shoe insole would take care of that nice and easy. My feet were in a lot of pain during and after this session. Plus, I feel like as I do this discussion, I'm realizing that I don't like toe caps that much. I really only like very minimal toe caps. I feel bad, but it is what it is. Next up is the Adidas Suchi 2s, and I think if you've been watching my channel, you know exactly where I'm gonna put these. They've got that big fat blue insole that I really loved in the Superstars, but they bypass all the other issues that I didn't like about the Superstars. There's no rubber toe cap. You're just flicking with the rubber sole and the suede that goes around the toes, and it feels super, super good. They've got that pointy feeling tip around the toes that you guys know I love. Solid balance of protection and board feel. I would say you get way more board feel on the Suchi 2s than the Superstars. It's like they've managed to create a shoe that has a lot of protection. Like, it's squishy along the outside, but you don't feel like you're wearing a pillow like you do when you put on the Kyle Walker Pros. You still feel like you're in a fairly slim, well-constructed skate shoe that supports your foot and gives you decent board feel. And man, I love these shoes. All right, then we got another version of the Adidas Match Courts. These are the 𝓂𝒂𝓈𝓈𝒾𝑜𝓃 colorway. I'm definitely gonna pop them right above the other Match Courts because they just look better and they pretty much skate the same. Okay, and then I copped these Adidas 3MC, which is also a 𝓂𝒂𝓈𝓾𝓃 colorway. And the second I took these out of the box, I was like, wait, are these even skate shoes? This is the type of shoe that looks like a skate shoe, but like it's just not. I think that's what this is. Like, I don't think this is a skate shoe, which is really weird because it's a 𝓂𝒂𝓈𝓾𝓃 model. So I don't know what's going on here. I'm putting these in the F-. It's crazy because they look like a freaking skate shoe. What the f? You know? Just feel like shit. Next up, we got the Adidas Campus ADV. I think when I picked up these, I was hoping they would feel like the Suchis, but they just didn't. They had way more of that pillowy feeling. I'm gonna give these a D+. Well, now that I think about it, I'd certainly get the Campuses over the 𝓂𝒂𝓈𝓾𝓚, but I feel way cooler in the 𝓂𝒂𝓈𝓾𝓚. So maybe it's more that my priorities now are a little bit different. I think I'm gonna leave it here. So I did give Converse another chance. I got the Converse 1 Star Pro. This time I knew to order a freaking full size down, and I had a much better experience in these shoes. Also really like the colorway and really like the minimalist star design. Overall, I was really feeling myself in these shoes. I remember they wore down in a really weird way. Like the stitching on the whole shoe started coming apart, so that was weird. I'm gonna put these in the lowest B. Then we got the Adidas Sabalo slip-on. This is another Nora Vasconcelos colorway. These did not feel nearly as well constructed as the Vans slip-on Pros. Probably gonna give these a D. I would pick them up again over the Chromers for sure, but might be happier with the team editions, honestly. And what the heck? We're on the last pair of shoes. So these are the Vans 𝓅𝒶𝓈𝓈𝒾𝑜𝓃 Pro 2s in blackout. I freaking love these shoes. I'm actually on my second pair of them. I had to cop these again. They also pretty much hit all my check marks. Phenomenal board feel, very, very precise flick through the duration of the skate shoe. And the bottoms didn't blow out on me, which is super cool. That was like the main issue I had with Vans back in the day. So I've been super happy with these skate shoes. Now I don't think they're gonna do me too good if I start jumping down some stairs, but I have to give these shoes an A. I'm just so stoked on them. I feel like they have as much a place in my heart as the Style 112s and the Suchus. Are they better than the Suchus? Definitely not, unfortunately. Are they better than the Style 112s? I think because of the style, yeah. I just am loving how I'm looking in these shoes. So I think this is it, y'all. This is my skate shoe ranking of every pair of skate shoe that I own. Every skate shoe that ended up in the A category is a skate shoe that I've owned multiple times. Also, the shoes in the high B category I have had multiple times. Yeah, everything in the B category stands out as a really solid shoe, and everything in the F category I actually have hatred towards. Not actually. Yeah, I'm feeling good about this ranking. This was actually super fun to nerd out about. I hope it was fun for you to watch. Also, feel free to let me know what skate shoes you think I should try so I don't just keep repeating the same skate shoes over and over again. I was thinking when I compiled this list that I really need to try the half cab because that's a classic shoe and I feel like I can't just live my life without trying the half cab. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this one, and I'm already stoked to see you with another video next Friday. If you want to catch up with me in the meantime, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and don't forget to support the sponsor of this video, Skillshare. And with all of that, shred on, stay safe, stay sane, and I'll catch you next time. Anyways, as somebody who's been... Come on. This is not hard. Broken down into digestible chunks. That sounds gross.